What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Seek to Serve podcast. You already know who it is. I'm Savi.
I'm Jamie.
And I'm Jesus.
And this is the Seek to Serve podcast. To get things started, again, I just want to thank video production. And, this episode, we have another guest, second guest on the podcast. I'm very excited to introduce this person to you guys because she's very important to me, but not only to me, to the SciTech band. You guys may know her as Miss Walsh. But yeah, give a round of applause for her, Miss Walsh. Yeah, Miss Walsh. Yeah,
Miss
Yes,
Walsh.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All
Hey
right.
guys, how's it going?
It's going
Good.
How's it
Thanks
going?
for having me.
Of course. No, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Of course, we
Thank
know
you.
you're
Really
very busy.
appreciate it.
Very
Yes, ma'am.
busy.
There's always a lot going on, but
Mhm.
you guys are worth it, and
Thank you.
I'm glad to be here.
That makes,
So,
me, that makes me so happy. Thank you, Miss
Yeah.
Walsh.
Makes me happy that you're here. Yeah. So to get things started, we do this thing with every guest. Obviously, the podcast name is Seek to Serve. But what does Seek to Serve mean to you?
So Seek to Serve, I think there's a big component of Seek to Serve that involves, so obviously service, right? There's a pouring out there, there's a pouring out and giving to other people. But I think something I've come to be very passionate about over the past several years, especially working here, working with you guys, working with the band, is that in order to effectively serve others, you can't pour from an empty cup, right? So you have to know who you are. You have to embrace who you are and know how to do that, and surround yourself with people who can help you embrace who you are.
Wise words.
And from there, you can pour out and figure out how to best serve others, because you can't really serve somebody else or support them or love them if you don't feel that love and that joy
Yes, ma'am.
yourself. So, so I think Seek to Serve means, being who you are and continuing to explore that, continuing to find who you are, so that you can support others in that same journey.
I like that.
It's
Yeah,
like
I
saying-
that, Miss
Yeah,
Walsh.
for sure.
It's like saying if you can't help yourself, how are you gonna help others in a way?
If you can't help yourself,
Like-
how are you going to help others?
Yes.
Yeah, I was about to say that's technically the same. Yeah, you got that, Jamie. I like that, Miss Walsh. That was really nice.
Yeah.
For sure.
Cool.
For the guys watching the podcast, for you guys that don't know, Miss Walsh actually makes music, and she actually just released an album. Wrong way. Sorry, wrong way. I'm a little excited. She actually recently released an album.
That's the bad.
Yeah, turn around.
Oh, sorry, guys.
It's okay, the back's cool too.
Take three. Yeah, we actually released she actually released the album. What's the album called?
Buddy.
It says on the front. You can read it to everybody. It's
Oh.
wonderful.
All I Really Need
Bye.
by Charlotte Roulette.
Oh, that was a very good name pronunciation. Great job there. That's
Yes.
like my maiden name, right? So I used to go by Miss Roulette before I got married. I go by Miss Walsh, and so great job with that pronunciation.
That was right off the dome. Right off the dome.
But open
So-
it up.
Yeah, open it up, right?
Yeah,
I got
get
you,
up
I got
here.
you.
Show
Give
the
me-
camera.
give
Show
me-
the
give
camera
me.
what's going on in there.
All right, so
Look at this. Look at this beautiful. Look at this. This looks.
Camera
this looks
people zoom
amazing.
it. Nah.
This looks amazing.
Nah, this
Look
is
at
definitely amazing. I know she put mad work into this
Mhm,
for sure.
For sure.
Yes.
So what's the like?
Yo, you're closing it wrong.
Oh, am I?
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
I never opened
It's
one
okay,
of these.
the
I'm
inside's
sorry.
very
Um,
nice too, so.
But yeah, what's the backstory on this album? Like, what's?
Yeah, so I've
Inspiration.
been writing music since I was in middle school, so since I was your guys' age and younger. And going to college to become a music teacher, you kind of you have to focus on one instrument. You have to focus on one thing. And a lot of schools, it's getting better. There are a lot more schools that'll allow you to dabble in a lot of different instruments and a lot of different musical styles
Yes,
and
ma'am.
traditions. But the music school I went to and the traditions I was kind of raised in, you had to pick a wind instrument, or you had to pick one specific instrument. So I studied clarinet, and with focusing on clarinet performance, I kind of fell away a bit from songwriting. It kind of just honestly took that away from me for a
Okay.
little bit. And do I regret it? I don't know. That's a complicated question. I grew a lot of ways as a musician and as a professional in college, and I'm where I am today because
ma'am.
of the education that I got and what I chose to pursue. But when I came to teach at SciTech and just experienced the music culture, the band culture that we have here, along with the rest of the fine arts and vocational tracks that people have, video production including, there was just such a commitment and passion here for creating out of your authentic self, and really making sure that was a reflection of you and who you were. And that that sent me on a journey of my own to reconnect with the things that mattered a lot to me growing up that didn't necessarily have a place in school or academia or in college. So a few years ago, during the pandemic and post-pandemic, I started writing music again and playing these songs that many of which I wrote in middle school, high school, and I went to get my master's degree, and it was one of my advisors for my master's degree who, I went to graduate school thinking I'm going to become a better sci-tech band director, I'm going to become a better teacher, and that was kind of my goal. But I got there, and he was basically like, no, you got to start with yourself. Like you got to work on yourself first. And he didn't really say that, but he was like, what are you passionate about? Like, what matters to you? And that tore me down and completely built me back up again, basically. And I started making music again, and I found a place to record. I found people to record the music with me. I mentioned them in the CD packet. Pace Farrow, Julian Sherwood down in Plainville, Connecticut, and I started recording again. And yeah, they're awesome. Grateful for them, and yeah, they helped me see that there was value in what I was creating. So, and the reason the album is now called All I Really Need is because it's less similar to what I was saying at the beginning about seek to serve. Obviously I'm a teacher. That's my profession. I'm very passionate about what I do, about making sure you guys have space to be you and to figure out who that is. Yes, this album wouldn't exist. I wouldn't be making music if it weren't for the people who made that possible for me. And so growing as a teacher every day, every year, and my ability to create that for you guys and for your peers has only made me connect even more deeply with that purpose. And so that's what that album is about, All I Really Need, because all you really need is to find who you are and be who you are and have the space to do that. So that's what the album's about.
I like that.
And that's what those songs are about. So
I like that, Miss. Really nice.
Where can we find the album?
You can listen to it wherever you stream music. This is a CD copy, obviously, because CDs are coming back. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. Do you guys have any CDs or anything?
I used to.
Okay. Yeah.
Bluetooth.
Wait, what Bluetooth you said? So like Bluetooth connection with your
Connection.
So like
streaming.
Spotify,
CarPlay,
YouTube Music.
So
like
okay,
Apple
yeah, so
Music.
streaming stuff. So yeah, people I think mostly stream stuff now, but the thing about streaming music is that there's a certain quality to the music that gets lost when you stream your music as opposed to listening to it on a CD or listening to it on vinyl. And so that's why there's kind of this resurgence of value being put on owning CDs, owning vinyl. I also read something the other day. It was something about, I think, as the world gets, things are so expensive. Like owning things is not a common trend for people in everyday life, and millennials and Gen Z and Gen Alpha are just really interested in having something tangible to say, oh, I connect with this artist, like I vibe with this person. And so that's a big part of why we're seeing this resurgence in CDs, vinyls.
I get what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah, very interesting.
I get you.
I do have a question. There was this song on the album that I did see, and I wanted to know the story. It was called Black Eye, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's the story behind that song?
So Black Eye came out I released it as a single last spring, so spring 2024. And if you listen to the song, the lyrics are about, being lost in a not so great relationship, right? And it's about walking away from that relationship and being empowered, realizing that it's not the place for you. That person is not supporting you, is not making you feel loved. That person's not making you feel joy. I had a person in my life who experienced, and like trigger warning, I guess, on this for people, some abuse in their relationship. And this was a family member of mine. And she came out on the other side of it, did not stay with that person. But for me, I experienced a very emotionally unhealthy relationship. And so those emotions and that place I was in, that dark place, inspired me to write this song. And I think the lyric Black Eye came out of realizing, I'm not alone in this. A lot of people experience these kind of things in life, and they need to be talked about, because you don't have to suffer alone. You don't have to suffer in silence. And there are things you can do about it, right? Like you deserve better than that. And in order to, like we said, seek to serve, in order to serve other people, you have to be in a healthy place yourself, and you deserve that. So, so that's what that song's about. It seems to be the one people are vibing with most ever since it came out, and continually it's the most streamed one. So
it's a pretty good song. I like it.
Oh, thank you.
I gotta listen to it more, but it's definitely a good song.
Oh, thanks. Oh, thank you.
Yes,
I'm so glad.
Yeah, that song's beautiful. I'm trying to expand my music palette, so I'm definitely tuning in with that music.
Thanks. Well, you guys have to give me some of the music you guys listen to too, so I can.
I got you, miss. Don't worry, I got you. I got you. I got you.
Understand where you're coming from. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
One more question I have for you, and I'm sure you covered this. What made you fall in love with music? Like, what made you find the?
Oh, wow. I think just growing up in a family that appreciated music. I think my parents both loved music, but my dad played guitar and sang a lot of folk country music that actually inspired a lot of my sound. He played a lot of that growing up. And it was just fun for him. That was just something he did. My grandfather, actually, my mom's dad played the clarinet. And so I think that was why I ended up picking the clarinet. It just kind of seemed like a no-brainer to me when I was in 4th grade. It was like I had the opportunity when I was in 4th grade with the band program to pick an instrument, and which we're slowly seeing happen more here in Springfield, which is awesome, which is what you guys are doing, inspiring all these band programs to come about. But when I picked an instrument, I was just like, clarinet is it. Like, that's what I'm going to do. I didn't really think about it too hard. I thought about all the other instruments, and I was like, oh, that sounds great. Like, I should do that one. But at the end, it was kind of like my default was the clarinet, because I always heard my grandfather playing it growing up. I think my mom didn't necessarily have the support from her family to pursue music growing up. There was a lot of other things going on in her family that just didn't really make room for that to happen for her. But it's taken me going through a few years of my teaching career and master's degree to actually realize, like, oh, my mom was always singing, and she actually has a beautiful voice. I don't think anyone ever really actually encouraged her to join choir or to do anything musical with her life officially, but it took me becoming a professional musician to realize, dang, like, my mom's got, like, she's got a beautiful, beautiful voice. And so I was always just surrounded by this appreciation for music, and we were always listening to CDs. There were always CDs. The radio was always playing in the car. I was just surrounded by it, and it kind of just became my comfort that I went to as a kid. I think I was a very anxious kid for a very long time, and whenever I sang, I think singing was just always a place for me where I could just feel relaxed and reconnect with myself, in the midst of the chaos.
Music 100% has that effect on people. Music is really like me, I love music too. Like, I don't make, great music like you, but like, for sure I'll be trying, and I think music, like making music, listening to music, it definitely helps you in a way. It's really like therapeutic. There you go, therapeutic.
Yeah. Most definitely. And especially like if you write yourself, it's like gets things like off of your chest that like, for example, say that you've been going through something, you can actually like express it through like what you make. And that's like the beautiful thing about it.
Yeah, for sure.
The beauty of it, music is just beautiful. In general, it's just beautiful music itself.
Literally therapy.
Shout out Rod Wave.
All right.
So good. Oh, so good, yeah.
Any questions for Miss Walsh?
So, right? So, your main genre, like, as you said, country, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
Oh gosh, what even is my genre? I hate that question, but I think if I had to put myself into a genre, it's kind of like an Americana roots kind of a music, something like a soft rock, which in itself encompasses a bit of folk and country. But yeah, lately I've kind of been classifying myself as more acoustic soft rock, because I don't like being put into, and maybe you guys relate to this in some ways in your life, but like, I don't like being put into a box. I don't think boxes are very helpful. I also think that it keeps us from connecting with people. Like if somebody tells you like, hey, I have this country artist for you to listen to, I know a lot of you like you don't listen to country, so you'd probably be like, oh wait, like I don't want to hear that artist. But if you start to hear it, you'd be like, oh wait, this isn't just country. Like there's more to this. So that's my thoughts
like
a little bit on genre. Yeah.
Okay.
What genres like do you plan on like expanding to like other genres? In a way?
Jeez, yeah. I think I've been thinking a lot about. I mean, I have some. If you listen to on the CD on the album, the CD Unsettled Dreams has a bit of some like jazz influence in there with there's a clarinet, tenor, saxophone solo or duet, I guess, in the middle, and so I'm just interested in incorporating more horn parts and horn lines into my music because it's just fun. It's just fun. You know, that's really just what it is. I'm never really thinking specifically about a genre. I'm listening to all different kinds of music and I'm thinking, oh, that's kind of cool. Like a year ago, and I messaged Anthony about this. I was like, I just came up with this rap groove on Logic Pro, and it felt so out of my comfort zone. But I was like, this is fun. Like it's always, cool, right? Yeah. I just like to have fun, so I'm always exploring different things, and we'll see what happens next. I'm not sure.
Looking forward to it.
You gotta get her in a studio. We gotta
get you guys in a studio. So, I mean, not to spin the question around, but Jamie, do you want to share a bit about what's going on?
Oh yeah. A little behind the scenes.
Yeah, a little behind the scenes of the SciTech Band music production stuff.
So, for those who don't know, right, I'm currently the music production manager, basically, in a way. So right now, we're in the process of building an actual recording studio in the back of the band room, and it's open to whoever, wants to express themselves or wants to learn. I'm going to be learning with you. So, yeah, that's what's going on, really. I can't wait for that. I'm very excited.
Yeah. That's going to be interesting. I can't wait for that.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, we gotta meet and have... Yes, absolutely. We got to get you in there making. You say you don't make music, but you do. Like, don't be selling yourself short, because that's what I did for so long, and it's like there's no time for that, right? There's no time for that in life. Like, you have to just be you.
Yes, ma'am.
And find the people who are going to support you in being you, and also, if you continue to be you, then the people who don't support that necessarily, like, they're going to fall away, but then the people who do support you are going to come alongside you and be like, hey, wait, like, there's something here. And you deserve that. You deserve for people to see that. So, we got to start getting our music production community going here a little bit.
Yes.
It's going to be fire. I'm excited for that.
Literally.
I'm excited for that.
So, Miss Walsh, right? So, you say that, like, it was what? It was music. Like, you were music. We know if you really wanted to, you could be an artist. Stop playing, right? But you're a teacher, so like I want to know what inspires you as a teacher, like, to wake up every day and be like, ugh, time to go to school and play music all day. Like, what inspires you?
So, I honestly, growing up, like, sure, I had some. School isn't perfect, that, but I loved my teachers. There were some teachers who I didn't vibe with necessarily, that's just how it goes.
Yes, ma'am.
With people in general, right? But no, I had some educators, specifically music educators, they were the reason I kept going. They're the reason I'm here today, and so I think when it came time to pick a career path, well, first of all, I wasn't really seeing it actually as a possibility for me to really go into music, because you say I could be an artist, but there is a lot that goes into that, right?
I know,
there's a lot that goes into that, and I think most of my life actually was more spent with the process of making music and learning about music. And while I love getting to create, I love getting to perform, I'm always looking for more performance opportunities, it was really being surrounded by people making music that always meant so much to me, specifically in school or through the opportunities that I had access to through school. And so when it came time to pick a career path, I had all these possibilities in mind. I actually beginning of my freshman year of college, I nearly switched into studying math to become a math teacher. Actually, don't tell Miss Johnson. She'll probably hijack me. You'll never see me. You'll never see me again. But, please, Miss Johnson. But yeah, I almost went on to become a math teacher. I even applied to some schools to study math education. I was thinking about going into chemistry at one point. Thinking about going into pharmacy. I was thinking about going into architecture at one point. I was thinking about music technology. I was looking all over the place because I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I had a lot of different interests. But what it came down to was that I couldn't see myself not teaching music, if that makes sense. I could see myself doing all these other things. Like even today, I'm like, oh, man, I could see myself doing that. I could see myself going into engineering. Like I could see myself studying that, or maybe working with film or video production kind of stuff, photography. But no, at the end of the day, it was like, I can't not do this. It was really, truly a calling. And there were people who didn't agree with me. I remember going back to visit my high school teachers, and I went to visit my high school teachers, and when they asked me, oh, what are you studying? What are you majoring in? And I said, oh, music education. And they looked at me like, and they like laughed and walked away, which was very jarring because I'm like, you're literally my teacher, and you know how much this meant to me. So, yeah, you find out really quickly who was listening and who wasn't listening. Like, but that was really the premise. That's why I'm here, and it's so much joy. You know, I love seeing you guys find your joy, and getting to be even the slightest part of that is. It's just an honor, and I'm always, every single day I wake up and I'm like, okay, how can I do that better? You know,
we're happy you're here.
Yeah, I was about to say,
we're happy.
So thankful that you're here in SciTech, you know, teaching music instead of teaching math. Why would
you guys deserve?
I can imagine.
The best. You guys deserve way better. So I will continue to be better every day for you.
We're so glad. We're so glad that you're here. Yeah, I was about to say thank you for sure, because you know for sure we're definitely all hassles. And you definitely put up with
we all are.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes that's how, because you're a person. Oh my gosh, surprise! You're a human being.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, love you guys.
Love you too. We love you a lot.
No, we love you.
We really do. Yeah, we appreciate you for coming today just to talk to us. You know, because again, you do have a really, really packed schedule. So we're thankful for you to come over here today. You know,
you guys are important.
Everybody. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Jamie, I know you got something you want to tell Miss Walsh. Little segment you got going on.
So basically, at the end, we ask each guest that we have to do a motivational speech. So, what's a motivational speech that you have?
Motivational speech.
Let's see it.
So, I'd say, for anyone watching, find your joy, and let that fuel you.
Find your joy.
That's going to help you serve the world and better serve the world, and it's going to help you find your place in the world by finding out what makes you happy and what brings you joy and what really keeps you going, because there's a lot in this world that's going to pull you from that, and sometimes it comes from the least expected places, but you guys are worth that. You're worth that joy. So and continue letting people know what that joy is and sharing it with people, so then they can learn how to support you in that. Yeah, that's what I got for you. So.
Yeah, I love that, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Just
before this episode wraps up, we'll leave Miss Walsh's links for where you can find her down below in the bio.
Yes.
So
because listen, we love you, Miss Walsh.
Oh.
We
Literally.
love you.
Yes.
Like
yes,
again,
yes.
you do so much for the band. You do so much for us. You know, you're amazing. You're amazing. You're really great. We love you so much.
She's the reason why I'm here, actually.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
Love you.
yeah, right. Yeah, seriously, freshman year. I think I'm gonna quit bands. Yeah, right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah, okay.
That's funny. That's funny.
So yeah, thank everybody for watching. Right?
Yeah. Thank you guys for
thank
watching.
You guys for watching.
Be great. Be blessed.
Be humble.
Be humble. And we'll see you guys next week for the next episode. And stay tuned. And yeah, we'll keep you guys updated. Bye, guys.
Bye.